are leaving the parentals' new house, which is so nice. I can't wait to show you guys. And I'll give you a little sneak peek. Look at all this snow. It's so pretty, but it is freezing cold. It's 27 out right now, but it feels like 1 degree. And we're getting ready to go house hunting. So we're going to look at some houses today, and I told my mom and Travis, like, it's gonna be really hard to go look at houses after leaving your house because it's so freaking nice. And then we're gonna compare like all the houses to that, I feel like, you know. Anyway, and then we have to look at houses. Oh wow, this is all iced over, babe, so be careful. And then I have to rush back to the house because I have a live speaking thing that I'm doing. And then I think we're gonna go back out again.
I don't know, but most likely we'll be going.
Let me show you what we're driving over. This is all ice. Is it slipping and sliding?
A little bit.
Yeah.
27.
Look how pretty that house is. So Travis is talking about how, wow, there's a lot of people that haven't left their houses in Tennessee out here because it snowed. And I said, yeah, well, I would have been one of those people because I wouldn't want to drive in the snow if I'm not used to it. And
yeah, you wouldn't drive in the snow. And then, yeah, and then you'd be like calling up like, hello, Uber Eats. And they'd be like, sorry, man, we don't deliver. And you'd be like, oh, God. Oh, God. Can you deliver a microwave at least?
It's so true because I get like, I don't cook. So like I order out a lot. I need to learn to cook more. I just don't like doing it. In fact, I really hate it. So I like to order food a lot because I wait till I'm like starving hungry, and I always wait till I'm like really hungry, and then I'm like, okay, I need to eat some food, and I'll look in the fridge and I'll be like nothing, and then I'll be like, okay, I'm just gonna order something, and then I'll do like DoorDash. That's what I usually do, but like, you know, Uber Eats, whatever. So as we were like with our realtor, oh my God, are these like fogging up? It's so cold, my glasses are fogging up on the inside. I was like, yeah, so like what delivery service do you guys use out here? And she's like, oh no, we don't have any delivery. And I was like, oh, like, wow, like that's not good. I'm like, okay, so what restaurants deliver then? And she was like, no, like nobody delivers. I was like, wait, what? Like, how is that even a thing? How does nobody deliver? Like, that's so convenient. So that kind of threw me off because that I was not expecting. And again, then I come back and I'm like, man, am I like really bougie? And like, you know, but then I think like, what about like pizza places that deliver? Like they have to have that out here, right? So, you know, what do people do that are like me that like have ADHD, don't like to cook, need like pre-made meals? So then I'm thinking like, I'm just gonna have to order like a meal service or something. But then I thought, man, this would be a really good business opportunity to open up a delivery service out here since they don't have one, or one that I know of. Yep, that's it. That's what I need. So anyway, it was just kind of funny because Travis was making fun of me, like literally roasting me in here. So thought I'd share that with you. This is all iced over. We've already been slipping and sliding down, and I do not want to fall down this hill right here, babe.
Yeah, we're all right. Because if he slides somewhere, he's sliding over to the left.
Yikes. Because we don't have chains on our tires, just so everyone knows that's watching and is like, why are you guys freaking out over going over ice? Well, because we don't want to slide.
Yeah, it's all black ice and stuff. I mean, ice, black ice, whatever. Black ice is technically when you just can't see it, you know?
Yeah. So we are trying to figure out the setup for the masterclass I'm supposed to be doing live right now. And we have like literally very little time to figure out the best place to set this up. Uh-oh, did we ruin something? We didn't mess anything up, did we? Okay. So it's too loud in here because the kids are upstairs. You could hear them. They're living on a couch right now. So we're trying to come into this room where it would be quiet and I can shut the door. This is where I slept last night, by the way. And are you kidding me with these views? So the amazing thing is that if I sit up right here, the lighting is really good because I don't have lights with me. But I don't know if you could hear upstairs, like they're walking. The kids are like running and you could hear everything. So I'm trying to like find the quietest spot to be able to be somewhere where it's, quiet. So I have no idea what I'm doing. I told my friend Heather, who set this up, she's like, hey, do you want to teach a masterclass with me? And I was like, yeah, sure, that sounds great. So I obviously agreed to do this. I'm like, yeah, I'd love to teach. Like, that sounds fun. But then like the day of, literally like an hour before, I'm like, hey, like, what am I talking about today? It's like live, it's public, and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing or what I'm talking about. And she's like, oh, don't worry, I'm just gonna like ask you questions. But like, I like to be prepared and I like to know what I'm doing, especially if I'm like presenting to a large audience. So it makes me a little bit nervous that I haven't seen the slides. I literally am like going in blind, no idea, like anything. So I messaged her and I'm like, hey, do you think you could send me the slides so I could just like be a little bit prepared so I can do a good job? And she's like, I'm really busy this morning, but don't worry, you're gonna do awesome. Like, I'm just like, oh, praise Jesus that this is gonna go well, because I'm just like kind of going into it blind. But she's like, I'm gonna ask you questions and you should know them off the top of your head. So that's fine. Like, I probably do know them off the top of my head, but when I'm speaking live and it's like, it makes you a little bit nervous, and so at least for me it does. And so I like to prepare for those situations so that even if I am nervous, I still know what I'm gonna say, because I'm like prepared and I know what's gonna be, like what questions are gonna be asked. I don't even know what questions she's asking me, so I'm a little nervous, but it's okay. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. But I do like to be prepared, like when I am doing these things. All right, so far this is our setup. Again, with like traveling and not having a studio, these things, it just adds to the stress, right? Because we're like, I don't know how this is gonna go. You could just lean it up against it and put it up and see if that works. Hold on, let me help you.
If you don't mess with stuff, then
well, I'm not gonna mess with anything, but if you hop up, I can kind of see where I'm gonna be, and then
Are you just gonna just sit down?
Well, I'm gonna sit probably like this, so this is gonna come down a little bit.
You're gonna probably angle it, and you got to move your
And
thighs.
then, let's see. This. Yeah, so not having a studio makes things really difficult because again, the lighting, the setup, like we don't perfect. All right, so yeah, I just want to see what I look like. I just want to see what's
Go in the mirror and double check yourself, because yours like, you didn't tell me I had to fly away and all these things.
Well,
so
yeah, I'm like,
go in the mirror and look at your face,
right,
so you are happy with the way that you look.
I know, I do give him a hard time because I'm like, he's supposed to help me, like, make sure that I look good, right? Because I'm trying to prep and talk about, or like, when I'm getting ready to film or film a video, whatever, like, I always, usually what I would do is I would like do a little test. So I would make sure like the lighting looks good, make sure the audio, like, my sound is on and all these different things. And then I'm also thinking like, okay, what am I talking about? I want to make sure I have all my points so I don't like mess up. And that's like with, it not being live. So when I do go live, I'm like, really want to make sure, because there's no like editing anything out. If like I said something or something looks bad, or I've got food in my teeth, that's like up there forever. So everybody's going to be focusing on the food in my teeth instead of what I'm talking about. So these are the little things that like, I asked Travis to like, hey, can you help me out with just these things? Because a lot of times I'm not like paying attention to what I look like. Like if my hair is out of control, like I look and then like, stuff gets messed up or out of place, like when you're walking on and sitting down. So I just tell him like, hey, just help me out with these things usually, because I'm not thinking about that. And so if you could just remind me, that would be really helpful. So we like team up and work as a team to make sure I'm like looking okay. So that's why he told me like, go look at yourself in the mirror. I usually put a hat on because my hair is always like all over the place, but my hats are in the motorhome. I do have a headband. Let me go grab a headband. That will help my hair look a little bit more put together, I think. Okay, still, we're going on any minute now, and I still have no idea what I'm doing or what questions are gonna be asked or anything. So a little nervous, more nervous than I probably usually would be, just because I feel very unprepared. But I trust Heather, and I know that she wouldn't ask me something that like I wouldn't know the answer to. I got my water, my electrolyte water. I don't have any lights, but I have this little book light. I don't know if this is gonna do anything, but probably not. Yeah, it does nothing. I'm like nervous. What if I get nervous? I don't know. Like, you would think after like doing this for so many years, I wouldn't get nervous about this stuff. And all the things I've done in my life, you would think like, no way she's nervous. But for some reason, I always get nervous right before. And then once we start, then I'm like, I'm fine, you know? But I definitely get like the butterflies in my tummy like right before. I'm like, I don't know why I'm nervous talking about things that like I know, you know? But I'm gonna kill it. So behind the scenes of what it looks like when I do one of these master classes. This is what my area looks like. But I've got a good view. All right, so we're getting ready to go live.
It's like drawing me pictures. Do you have any guesses what I've done? Like some super fun glamping tent or some really beautiful vacation. Like there's some reason that you stop.
All right, so I did the masterclass. It went well. Definitely not as scary as I thought it was going to be. I think I just, because I didn't know exactly what was going on, I hadn't seen the slides or like really know what questions I was answering or anything being live. I think that's why I was scared, but thankfully Heather made it very easy for me. So if anybody was there and watched it, thanks for coming. I hope you guys learned something or got something out of it. Otherwise, if you didn't watch it, I think there's a replay somewhere, but I don't know where. So comment below and I will do my best to try to send you the link for anybody that missed it. All right, so we are back in the car. The parentals took the kids to a diner that's open. We started getting snow again while we're driving, and I'm like, oh my gosh, please don't tell me it's gonna snow again. I love the snow, don't get me wrong, it's so fun, but like not when you're trying to like go house hunting and look around, because a lot of the places that we're trying to look at we can't get to because of the snow. So we've had to cancel some of the showings today, or our realtor did, because we're not able to get to them because of the snow. So I'm like, don't keep snowing some more. But the house that we're going to look at right now, I'm very interested in. How do you feel about the house we're going to look at right now? What are your thoughts?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Shannon. Well, I think today is going to be a great day. We've got a lot of high positive energy out there. I think it's going to be a great game. And I'm just looking forward to all the teamwork going on. We've been really practicing out there, really getting it together. Bobby, Joey, Smitty, everyone's really been working extra hard out there.
Smitty.
Yeah. And so I think it's going to be a great game. Back to you, Shan, in the studio.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Travis. I appreciate your great outlook for today's game. I don't know how we just got into like a ESPN, like we don't even watch the news.
You sent it over, you're like,
how are you
started
feeling?
Out and you were just like, how are you feeling about today?
Yeah.
Just like a sportscaster.
Really? I did.
Oh my god, yeah.
I didn't mean
Anyone who watches like any kind of sports, I don't watch sports.
I don't watch
but
sports
I know what
either.
They do, and it's just like that.
Okay, well, I didn't mean it.
You gotta watch it. We'll play something for you. And I gave the exact answer that any sports player would give.
Okay, well, back to the house hunting. Let's think HGTV. We're going into a house that I'm really interested in. We've gone to a lot of different houses. We've seen a bunch of different houses. I can't say that I was like super excited for any of them. This one I'm super excited for. I like have very high expectations and I'm very excited about it. So I'm just curious, you've looked at it, what are your thoughts?
I think there have been a couple that you've been pretty excited to see. Ones that you picked out you're excited to see. It's not the first one that you picked out.
I mean,
you know?
It's not the first one I picked out, but this not the other ones I weren't very excited about.
I'm interested because it's a very unique property, and unique can mean a lot of different things. So I always go, when I think of unique, I think of like how it's like put together and the build of it sometimes when they're unique properties, they're really hodgepodge, and somebody added this on and kind of put this together, slap that together, and then it gets really quirky.
How do you feel about the property?
I think
you think it's unique.
I think the property.
Are you excited about looking at it? Do you like it?
Yeah, no, I'm excited about looking at.
Okay, that's what I was
I'm excited
trying to
about
get at.
looking at basically all of like the properties that we go, you know, that we're going to look at in some way, shape, or form, because it helps me get ideas. It helps me learn the area. It helps me learn kind of like one of the things we just talked about, fences. You're like, oh my gosh, these places don't have fences, but like maybe this is a popular thing or a common thing out here. Is people
Well, we
don't
know
have
it's
fences.
common because we've looked at so many houses and no one has fences, and the houses are like all the way around. So for me, coming from LA, we're very used to like square like lot sizes where like majority of them are fenced from the
Everybody
areas.
has a fence.
Yeah, like,
Everybody has a fence.
yeah, exactly. It's not like, whoa. Oh my God, dude. Drivers here are wild. Drivers in LA are wild too, but anyway, I guess I was just trying to figure out like if you were excited to see this house, if you liked it.
Well, I don't know if I like it yet. I can't.
Well, from the photos.
Yeah, the photos, it's, like I said, I'm indifferent with it. It looks cool and unique, but it's like 4,200 square feet, and it's built in the 60s, and it doesn't look like it's been renovated, so I think there's going to be some really cool stuff, and I think there's going to be some, you know, interesting, quirky stuff. Quirky really cool, or quirky really like, whoa, what were these people doing or thinking? I don't know.
All right, well, I'm
We'll find out.
excited, and I will let you know what we think. I have high hopes for this one, so let's see what happens.
Or, you know, sledding or tubing or something down these.
I know, they don't really get, look how beautiful it is with all like the snow everywhere. They don't usually get this much snow, but Travis was saying he's surprised that he doesn't see more kids like outside playing in the snow, like building snowmen, sledding, snowboarding. I'm like, Travis wants to go snowboarding down the mountain right by my mom's new house. I was like, let's do it. Get kicked out real fast. Look at this. City Hall and then jail in this place right here. That's how small the town is that we're in. Okay, so we just finished looking at that house. A little sad because it looked like there was a lot of water damage, and like our realtor said that could be very costly. So, and there was just like a lot of, it was on a busy street, which like these are all the things that, you know, you think it's gonna be like private and secluded, and then it's on a busy street. So it's so important to like go look at the houses so you know like where they're at, because pictures sometimes can be very tricky and confusing and not show you the whole picture. Wow, look at that house. Look at this house, you guys. I love these like old, like plantation style houses. So cool. Anyway, yeah, it was like a mid-century house, so that was really cool. And it was very old, and it had like some really like unique things in there, which I think is so fun.
It was super cool.
It was really cool, but not for like us to live. So, and it was gonna just cost way too much money to like get up to living. So we're still on our hunt. We have not found the house yet, but we are hopeful. We're going to look at another one right now. And then, ooh, I want sushi so bad. Can we get sushi after we house hunt?
Okay.
I've been craving this like sushi place. It's so good. My mom and my bonus dad Jim have the kids, so they said take your time if you guys want to go out to dinner, and I'm like, oh, you guys are the best, thank you. We never have time for ourselves, so I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to the next house. I'm excited to find a house. I feel like we haven't had our own house in so many years and so long. We've been like renovating and working on like houses for other people and for like our business, but not for us. So I'm excited to have like our own place. We're supposed to be exiting here, but it doesn't look like it because the police have it blocked off. Somebody crashed on this black ice, which is why there's not a ton of people on the road right now because of the ice, I think. All right, we finished looking at houses for the day. The sun is down. We are heading to go get some sushi. I'm so excited for it. We're done house hunting today. We're gonna house hunt more tomorrow. And I think tomorrow, maybe, we will get a house tour because I asked my mom and my bonus dad, and they said it was okay for me to film. So I am gonna show you guys the coolest house. It's not ours. It's not the house that we bought. It's my mom's house that they bought, but it's where we're going to be hanging with them for a little bit, like the next week or two, while we look at houses here. And yeah, I'm excited. So stay tuned for that video. But in the meantime, we're going to be house hunting some more tomorrow. And yeah, there's some really cool, interesting places we're going to look at. So I can't wait to tell you all about them. Definitely stay tuned. Thank you for being here. Thanks for watching. I'm sending you all my love and all my positive energy. And I hope to see you in tomorrow's video. Mwah.
You know, we'll be here.
Will you?